guys. Why are we that way round? I don't know. There's a lot happening over here. Hey Peter. Hey Paul. 624 Dudley. Tron. Good day. I'm going to turn the camera around because no one really wants to look at me in the dark. Wasn't expecting that. And there's nothing at all to see the other way around. So there we go. This is I've seen better live streams. Let's go find a light. That one's plugged in. Have you got a light? Oh! Dan over there with the light. Good morning, Ross. Paul. The shed shop, g'day. This is so easy, g'day. Stuart, g'day. Mike's low. Can't hear me. I'm back on the tablet, so it might take a bit to get this sorted. This is Dan Shed's new toy. You should all follow him on YouTube. It won't do you any good at all, but follow him. You never know, he might get one up this weekend or he might not. It's very unlikely. Anyway, this is sort of one of his toys. This is the newest one. There's a Roby, fairly early Roby. What year is it, Dan? 1880. Hey, Christian. What's that flat belt up there? 1885. Is there an option to turn off noise suppression? People are having trouble with that. Is it in the speakers? It's hard to hear. We've got an engine running, so maybe it is. No one's winning, that's right. We've got a noisy clack valve, but we just get some water in that boiler. We're getting close to turn it off, so just bear with us. Is that better? Are we any better? No. It's noise suppression. Dan's just closed the clack valve, closed the water supply off on this boiler, and that's that was hammering a bit, and that's sort of competing for the noise. Anyway, if he turns it on, it'll get back worse again, and he will at some point, so be prepared for that. Coming down tonight, we're at Shannondale. There's steam engines everywhere. I don't know if you can see over there in the shadows, there's a Marshall portable over there with red wheels. You probably can't see that. I may have had my finger over the microphone too. Yes, there's a Marshall over there. Very blurry little Marshall. There's a water tank unit there. Dan's been messing with this, which is our new pump demonstration unit for the portable, which is pretty awesome. Really impressed with this, except that it's really heavy and someone's going to have to load it. That pump's pretty solid. So tonight we've cut the top out of this tank. It's one of the jobs we've done. We put a new handle in the axe, which is also over there. We won't look too close at that.
Didn't put the handle upside down or anything like that.
No, someone may have made that up. There's 3 little stationary engines there. Oh, Dan's here with the torch. Look at that. Can't see. 3 little stationary engines. And there's a crazy big steamroller over there. So there we go. That's what's happening. There's a Robertson saw bench there. There's an assorted pile of junk over there and another one over there that we can't see. Christian says, you cut me drum. You can't have it back because it's welded to the pump pretty solid, so that's not going to happen. We also put a fire in this engine and then run it for a bit. So that's what's happening down here tonight. Glenray Timberfest is happening on the weekend. I think Dan's engine's all brightly shined up and ready to go. My engine's not even close. Hey Raymond. This one's not going anywhere because it's a stationary engine and it's pretty well solid attached to the ground there.
There's enough drama just getting it in.
Yeah, there's enough effort to just get that off the truck and in there. Hey David. So it's ticking over. We'll see you tomorrow, Christian. Anyone else who wants to come in tomorrow, more than welcome. Another thing that we got in place here that probably wasn't here last time. What do you do with the light? We're standing in front of it or behind it or something. I don't know where it went. Here it is. I'll hold the light. Here we go. If you can still hear. There we go. We'll get some focus happening here in a minute. So railway lines are sort of going in there for the sawmill. That's another job. There's sheds being built out there everywhere. There's also another job. I need a headlamp, yeah. Probably got a headlamp and forgot about it until just now. It's probably in the van, but anyway. It's a little Jacko boiler there. Some stationary engines there, all on a transporter ready to go. There's a tractor in the background. And that's what's happening. What's everyone else happening? What's everyone else doing?
I've never actually seen that pressure gauge go to 300 pound before.
I think you read the wrong end of the needle. I just saw that. I was thinking that's a long way round. So what have we got? 30 psi on the rocket clock there.
You best stop not calling them rocket clocks because the work cover turn up. Yeah, anyway.
I don't like that. Okay, so we know. Hey Craig. So we know that's not actually supposed to be called a rocket clock.
It's frowned upon.
Yes.
The implied it's going to turn the boiler into a rocket.
We've got about, what, 3/4 of a glass there? This thing either doesn't pump water at all or it fills the boiler up and it runs out the top.
Needs a little work.
There doesn't seem to be any in between. Hey Craig, you're back. So big fire in there, all fired up, all soaked up. There we go, nice and warm. Craig had an update video. Who else has had an update video? Paul, yeah, come over and spend the weekend. Absolutely. Works sometimes.
Limited range.
So this is a very nice little engine that someone else has restored. When was it restored?
I think it was restored sometime in the 80s from what I understand. Yeah. Pretty nice job too.
Yeah.
A lot of work done. New crankshaft made for it.
I believe all this regulator's new and
It's not actually the original Roby boiler, because the original one from that era would probably be a single rivet lap joint, and it would probably be wrought iron. So the boiler is pretty old, but it's not 1880 kind of old.
Yeah, the cast iron base is original. It's got a door in here for raking out, and it's got a water tank in this side, which is it's a bit cool here. We've got full star cover. Probably see the stars out there on the camera nearly, I'm not sure. Roby green, yep. It's quite a nice heritage colour actually, I like that. Valve blows off at about 35 psi, 35 psi. It's probably not far off it now. But look at that, it's about 28, so. There we go, that's what we've been up to. Got stuff here everywhere. There's a little steam pump. I believe that little duplex pump is going to go around there under the crankshaft of this engine. So over the back there at some point. I think that's what he's got planned for it. Yep. It's a nice little pump, that.
Yeah, kind of right.
There's a generator there too. There's all sorts of crap here.
Yep.
Some you might recognise, some you might not. Line shafting and ploughs and all sorts of things that you would wonder about. Wonder why anyone would keep them. The idea here is, hey Paul. What goes into a hippie burger? That's a valid point. So we're going to run a belt from that flywheel there that's spinning up to the top of the shed, and then I think we're running a line shaft all the way out there along the shed. So that's eventually. Eventually, it's about to get noisy apparently. There we go, the safety valve. That's fair enough. Put eggs in just so no one will call you a vegan. We're down with that sort of logic. Yeah, look at that. Wonder if it's worth putting a non-return valve in the top of it.
Yeah, but then you can't stop it. It'll just keep feeding until you fix that return.
Until you fix it, yeah.
Once you fix one thing, you've got to fix everything.
Is it pumping? No. And we're not getting any water apparently. Which is a bit of a problem. It's not a bit of a problem yet, but another hour it might be. We're going black again. I'm going to pull my pants up again because there's one of two things has happened. I've either lost weight, I've got more stuff in my pockets, or it's colder. Christian, yeah, we've done a few things since you were here, and Dan's done a few things, I think. We have organised the exhaust pipe up through the roof. So, we'll have a look. There we go.
If you step outside, you actually hear the exhaust shooting through the roof.
We should hear the exhaust and we'll probably see sparks. There we go. So this flywheel will run, or another pulley off the flywheel or something like that will run a bigger pulley up the top. So need a stump. Does it run slow too? Yes, it runs slow. Just for that, Dan's going to slow it down for you. There we go. Bypass pumps down this corner here near the oil can. Also the eccentric and the governor pulley. Water delivery cracks over here. It is running pretty sweet. Dan's sort of got a magic touch with those sort of things. I'll give him that. It was a bit squeaky and stuff when it first arrived, but there we go. Are you trying to put water in the boiler, Dan?
It is still sort of putting a little bit in.
Because your valve's shut down. Your valve's shut, that's all.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's right, leave it shut. It's got plenty.
Okay.
Trying to calm it down a little bit so it's not so noisy.
It's all good. Did the door gasket stop weeping? Christian wants to know.
Mostly, yeah.
Mostly yeah is the answer.
I've been giving it a few runs, so they seem to take up.
This gasket that you put on up here isn't stopped weeping at all.
Fault.
Yeah. I know who fitted that valve on top there, and they didn't do much of a job, to be honest. It's a bit ordinary. See that Christian's oil can?
It is.
Yeah, that's where you left
used
it.
to be, yeah.
Yeah, less of this once it's been left here, it's communal.
That's pretty good, cheers. This is never mine.
If you leave it here, it belongs to everyone. Whether it's a Roby engine or a roller or whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
Christian's got the Marshall for the weekend, that's his.
Yeah, the Marshall's Christian's for the weekend. When Christian gets his Marshall, that'll be communal as well.
Yeah.
You want to hope it's communal anyway, because you're going to need someone to do some work on that.
Yeah, that will have to
So there's my sleeping arrangements over there in the corner. So mattress and everything in the back of that, it's all really nice. Must have taken the lid off there, but that lid that we got cast goes on here. With the oil lid or the 710 lid goes on this outer rigger bearing. So looks like we've got some action happening on the bearing. So at some point we're going to get this all going before very long. Pretty exciting. I did find a couple of cone pulleys. I scored a couple of cone pulleys, which was a bit of a score for the Robertson bench. One goes on that, I think, on the outer shaft, and one goes on probably one of these shafts on the end, and that's what drives the power feed for the table. But don't know much about that yet. Still looking for information. Christian, while you're listening, if you can still hear me, while you're listening, Christian, bring the Robertson saw bench book. Put it in, don't forget it. Would like a look at that. Take care, Craig. Good to see you. So, this machine here needs to get sorted tomorrow probably. Get this on the road on Friday. So, bit to do there. Dan's still over here looking at his engine.
I'm starting to wonder if it needs more fire.
More fire?
Maybe.
What does everyone think? Does it need more fire? Not sure it needs more fire, but you could try. And reach the point in the evening, you haven't had that much to drink.
No, 6.
Yeah, 6 beers is usually more fire around here. Code. But that exhaust valve's blowing off there too. We've got a nice shiny Marshall portable over here. We should show that off because it doesn't happen very often. Lots of polished brass and some decals. Some black paint. There's still a little bit of polishing to do, but I'm sure Christian's onto that over the weekend. I think he's taken responsibility for that. Oh crap. Well, do you want to spray it? There's some UV clear there.
The other side's actually worse. Some of the centre of it's coming off the other side.
Yeah. When it's warmed up again tomorrow lunchtime or so, we might have a look at it. Try a bit on a bit of paper. I'm looking for my kettle, that's it there.
That's the best spot to hang your swag.
Yes.
You don't mind a bit of oil.
Yeah, out the other. You're better off out the other side, to be honest.
At least it's warm.
But it's looking pretty good. It's looking really nice, Dan.
Yeah, it's got a It's a bit of a last minute decision to actually paint the oil barrel on that.
Yeah, it's come up all right.
Just, yeah.
You didn't do the roller apparently, but
It'll end up getting lagged, but in the meantime it makes it look a little more presentable.
yeah.
Done all the boiler bands, painted all them, and
Oh yeah.
they come up.
There's a bit of work being
Pretty
done
decent.
this last couple of
Yeah.
weeks.
I had a bit of a crack at it.
Very impressed. So it's looking good. It's pretty nice. Marshall and Sons Company Limited, Gainsborough, England. 1910, I think. This is a colonial engine. It's got a round firebox. It's a little bit unusual. Not something you probably see a lot in the UK, guys, but yeah. There we go. Anyway, don't know if there's anything else much to share. Christian, see this pump? What's all that? This is the pump unit for the portable to run on the weekend. Should be good. Hey, Kevin.
Just going to cut up some of that steam pipe there and
Make a pipe to go over.
That's tomorrow's job, but that's probably what's left.
Yeah. This pump must have come from Christians, did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's communal too. See, he's lost that.
Yeah. Used to be powered by a Nissan 6-cylinder diesel apparently, and
Okay.
now it's powered by massive 4 horsepower Marshall. So, but they were bigger horses back then. So
Yeah, bigger horses for sure.
much bigger horses.
And they're nominal horses, so you didn't have to pay so much tax.
Yeah. That's right.
Brake horsepower.
Make believe horses.
Yeah. Brake horsepower is a different thing altogether.
Well, the Nissan diesel that would have run it would have been pushing maximum 100.
Yeah. Well, what's that? It's about 25, 21, 22?
Well, in real terms, horsepower is hard because the torque's so much more, so it sort of becomes irrelevant. Horsepower's kind of the wrong term. It's the torque that drives it.
Yeah, it ain't going to stall it.
No, not in a hurry. We tried that with the saw bench once and that didn't go well. Shot it through the air.
Yeah.
Picked it up like it was nothing and just flung it through the air. This would be cool, but we can actually try and...
This
stall it
pump
up.
used to stall the 6 horsepower CS Lister. So I think you got more horsepower out of the Marshall than the Lister. Maybe. But anyway, that looks good.
It's a decent sized pump. For comparison purposes, they're the big.
Yeah, so it's not a little pump. So, only thing is that we've got to get this water tank unit is an important steam operational infrastructure, things like this.
Stealing water from council type thing.
Yeah, they're very useful for stealing council water. Onto Christian's truck, and then we've got to get that pump onto that trailer.
We need a forklift. Or a gantry in the new shed.
Yeah, you need one of those forklifts with the loader arm on it.
Yeah, a boom.
Yeah.
I've got a jib train. A jib crane, but it's a bit...
Yeah, I sort of
Has some
think
water time.
at this point we've got a gantry, which is on this part of the shed that we're starting to work on. There's yeah, these are Christian's engines. Now if you all saw that little Roby plate we got cast.
No, that's beautiful.
That's to go on this engine. I don't, well, it might actually fit on this side of that engine, Christian. Those holes might be exactly the right spacing for that plate. Don't know. There was another plate on the other side, which would be interesting to know what that is, which is quite a bit longer. Don't know what went on that side. But this is a little Roby. There's a little Hornsby, Richard Hornsby here. And there's a little weir pump there too. These are all running pretty well, and they run nicely off the portable.
Worthington, not me.
It's a Worthington. It's a Worthington. Sorry, a weir's got a weir. It's not a weir pump. Weir pump's got a flywheel.
No.
Not all of them.
No, generally not. No, but they stand vertical.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a roller there as well. Tea and biscuits. Yeah, there's a Ferguson and Bedford truck. There's Ferguson bits here everywhere. Yeah. There.
May or may not have got flung through the air once trying to drive off the portable steam.
So there's a roller here. Geez, it got a lot oilier after I cleaned it up last week. Anyway. So this is...
Got a bucket in the exhaust we'll better take out tomorrow.
Oh yeah, it's got a bucket in the exhaust. Probably full of water.
No, it hasn't rained.
Roller's no closer to being clean, actually. Roller's got a load of firewood in it. It's all pretty functional, really. We did mess with this pipe. This pipe had a bit of a go because we hooked the winch rope on it last time we run it. Hasn't been bogged again. Once bitten, twice shy with that. I did pull another job we did was pulled the toolbox off and drilled some holes in the bottom of it so that it doesn't hold water, which was a really good thing to do. Got a load of firewood in there. And sort of hoping that we're all ready to go. So there's the roller. It's looking a bit tired, but it's slowly coming together. It's looking a lot better in places, I think. These are the new valves all in place. All the new valve tops. See how this works. There's a lever and a knob and a lever. There's a knob there. You just see the knob back past that gear case. And there's a lever, comes down here and across here and picks that one up and picks that one up. And this lever goes around the corner. It's got a crank in it, and then there's a lever across the front. Which isn't ideal, to be honest, but it'll do for now. At some point I'd like to remake that lever across the front because it's not quite right and it's bent a little bit. Might just need straightening out, but at least it's all supported and stuff. Someone's blowing down over there. Anyway, this one goes to there and that one goes to there, so that's how they work. So they're all on. We've got steam here everywhere because I think we just had a boiler blow down happening over here. Anyway, don't know how much more there is to cover, guys. Wish you're all here. We're having fun. Another little dynamo there on the ground that someone's working on. I don't know if you can see that. There's a pressure washer there that may or may not get pressed into use tomorrow. It's a little Jacko boiler. Take care, Paul. Good to see you. So that's about it. It's not real warm out here. There's a little bit of cloud cover over there. You can't see any stars, so we did try. Yeah, there's a push-pull knob on that, Peter. It's turns all those on. Tomorrow's job will be to sweep these tubes and clean the smoke box and the ash pan and everything out, and get all those jobs, all those fun jobs out of the way, and we can start looking at getting the thing into steam. Great, manky, great thing. Anyway, don't forget that pipe that's leaning up there against the jacko when you're going too.
Oh yeah.
You'll need that. We seem to have plenty of steam tonight.
Yeah, we're going to do another blow down.
Okay, let's do it. Take care, Duffy. There we go. So yeah, Peter, that's all the hard work. The jobs that have got to be done whether you like it or not. So we'll get in and do them tomorrow. Need to steam some vegetables with that steam. I'm not sure about the vegetables. I don't think there'd be anything left, and I honestly think there's probably too much oil and tannin and stuff in that water. Anyway, I might call this, guys. Take care. Thanks for joining in. It's all happening. There'll be a video over the weekend, I think.
Not from me, right?
Not from Dan, apparently. No. That's all the video you're getting of him. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I'm out. And we'll see you tomorrow, Christian. And yeah, buy more steam engines, people. That's all you can do. It's the way forward, apparently. Yeah, what's the worst that could happen? That's right. You could have a shed full of things like this. And it becomes a problem. Anyway, take care.